Hello, guys, and welcome back to episode 6 of the Young Street podcast. If you guys listened to the little segment, I legit just recorded that like 5 minutes ago, and now we're on to another episode. The grind is real. I'm motivated. Let's fucking go, baby. This episode is all about goals. Since it's the new year, people like to sort of set New Year's resolutions, and a lot of people don't really follow them. But I feel like we're a group of strong-minded individuals that will stick to our resolutions and our goals. So this episode is just explaining sort of the importance and why I think they're important, and I also want to share with you my goals for the year. And yeah, it's I've set some pretty big goals for myself in terms of personal and as well as business for Young Street and NZ Vintage. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So first, I just want to sort of share why I think setting goals is important. I've sort of got a couple points. Number one, goals provide a direction and focus. A lot of people, especially sort of my age, I'm 18. They sort of have no goals in life. They just want to go to town and get wasted and sort of have no direction. Having goals is and especially like self-improvement goals, they give you something to focus on, something to motivate you, and it's, even with your mental health, it helps with your mental health. Like, it gives you something to sort of look forward to and something to work towards. And yeah, so it provides direction, and it also sort of helps build discipline. If you stick to your goals, it builds discipline, and that helps in every aspect of your life. Yeah, and it also, point number 2, it gives you a sense of personal satisfaction. Like, once you cross off a big goal on your list, it's one of the biggest and the best feelings you'll ever feel. Trust me, fam. Like, honestly, it's crazy. Number 3, goals help maintain motivation, man. Like, there will be setbacks, but if you've got the discipline, you've got the motivation, just even writing down your goals. Write down your goals. That's what I do. Look at them every day. That's what I do. That helps motivate you, and it also, your goals, like I said, helps maintain motivation. I'm blabbering, I know, but that also includes other aspects of your life. Like, trust me, just keep the discipline, and you'll notice. And that's about it from in terms of goals, yeah, so now I just want to share with you guys my personal goals. I'm sort of whipping out the diary here. I've got a lot of big goals for myself, man. So what I did on New Year's is I wrote down all my goals. Even in like mid-December, I wrote down these goals of things I wanted to achieve. And I also wrote down how I plan to achieve those goals. So I've got personal. I've split it up into sections: personal goals, business goals, and then gym goals. So I'll start with personal. Number 1, $20,000 in assets. Number 2, 10,000 of that be invested in crypto, stocks, whatever. Number 3, complete 75 hard. If you guys don't know what that is, it's like a mental toughness challenge. I recommend looking into it. Complete Project 50. That's also a mental toughness challenge. Again, look into it if you want a challenge. They're very solid. Number 5 is read 30 books. I read a lot. I have a lot of time on my hands on the line of work that I'm in, so or at the moment at least anyway. So yeah, read 30 books. It was 20, but I thought that'd be a bit too easy because sometimes I'll read a whole book in a day, and yeah, read at least one chapter a day. Self-explanatory. That's just creating a routine and discipline. Travel more. Road trips with the boys. Maybe go down south somewhere. Save $10,000. This is gonna be tricky because I'm terrible with my personal money. Because it's so rough. I spend lots of money on food, bro. Like, honestly. Get more tattoos. I have a few planned. I feel better about my body. I took massive steps into this of 2021. I lost a bit of weight, But now I just want to sort of get my dream physique and work more towards it. Now, start up personal TikTok. I sort of, alongside Young Street, I also wanted to have like a personal TikTok of like self-improvement. Like I want to do TikToks of 75 hard and Project 50 and like gym motivation and whatnot. So I feel like that'd be good. Good marketing for Young Street and NZ Vintage as well. Take at least 3 online courses, whether that be business, self-improvement, stocks, whatever. Find more ways to generate passive income. I've been reading some Robert Kiyosaki. I recommend his books. He's the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. I've pretty much read every single one of his books. If I'm looking at them right now, a few of them I've lent out to friends, but yeah. Get into another form of investing. I'm not into stocks yet, so it will probably be stocks. And you guys will learn it with me. As I'm learning, I'll get some some people who are very knowledgeable on stocks on here, and I'll be learning with you guys, so that'll be fun. Expand my connections. Young Street is a very good way of doing that. Reaching out to people saying, hey, do you want to be on the podcast? Having a chat to them, off camera and off microphone. It's a good way to expand my connections. Young Street, one more personal goal. Continue to be happy. I struggled with happiness for a long time, and I'm happy now, but I just want to continue to be happy, and I'm on the right track. Now on to business. Young Street to 1,000 followers on Instagram. That's a pretty hard. It's a lot harder to grow on Instagram than it was before, but I have a good plan, I think. NZ Vintage to 10,000 followers on Instagram. This is going to be tough. Because I've been fluctuating in followers. People just follow and unfollow for the fucking fun of it. It's so frustrating. But it's not about followers, Launch Young Street clothing line. I'm very excited for this. All the pieces that I'm going to be dropping are going to be telling a story. Going to release some pieces to raise money for charity, collabs with a few brands that I'm thinking about. Got to reach out to them though, so that's not guaranteed. And yeah, lots of big things coming with the clothing brand. Launched the NZ Vintage website. I've been running on Instagram for like nearly 4 years. It's probably about time I got a website. $50,000 in sales for NZ Vintage. That was my goal last year, and I did not reach it, unfortunately. Probably because I was a bit slack last year. It wasn't until about August where I sort of pulled my head in. And, yeah. 100 episodes of Young Street podcast. So it was going to be 50, but then I'm saying, you know what, let's shoot for the stars and go for 100. Just reading this, maybe, because it was originally going to be 1 episode a week. I'm like, why not 2? Let's push myself a little bit. I'm probably not going to reach it, but it's okay. Where am I? Find a supplier for NZ Vintage. I do not have a supplier. I just buy off local people, so it's probably about time I got that sorted and get products in stores. There's money for NZ Vintage because vintage is pretty trendy at the moment, and that's one of my goals, to get it in some local stores in Hamilton and maybe down south a bit more. But yeah, and I've got gym goals. It's just sort of PR goals. Bench 150 kilograms, squat 150 kilograms, and deadlift 200 kilograms. So those are the goals I want to achieve. So those are my goals, and now I'm gonna sort of tell you how I'm gonna achieve them, how I plan on achieving them. I've got it all written down here. So personal, $20,000 in assets. I've currently got 11,220. So I need to invest $168.84 weekly into an asset, and that's $8,780 I need to invest this year into some sort of asset. Next, $10,000 invested. I'm starting at 1,000. I've currently got around $1,000 in crypto. So 9,000 divided by 52 is $173. It's not exactly that, but I just rounded it. So I invest $173 a week in crypto. Complete 75 hard in Project 50. I just got to stay consistent and disciplined and build a routine. Read 30 books. That's just read 3 books a month, which is pretty obtainable for me. I work in security, long 12-hour shifts with not a lot to do, so I just read books. Like some days I'll read one book a day, so hence why it's at 30. It was going to be 50, but I'm like, nah. Read at least one chapter a day, build a routine about it. I got to read after I record this, so yeah. Travel more, road trips, trips with the boys. Save $10,000, so that's $192.30 weekly that I plan to save. Going to be interesting. Get more tattoos. I've got a arm piece planned, and maybe a chest piece. I'm not too sure about that yet. Feel better about my body. Just work out, stay consistent, stay disciplined. Start up personal TikTok. Post 75 hard days and project 50 days, as well as journey and weight loss tips, because I've lost a bit of weight and a lot of people ask me for tips. Take at least 3 online courses. I've got a few that I'm looking at. They're quite expensive though, so whether that be in business, graphic design, entrepreneurship, 3 courses. Find a way to generate more passive income. Just research, try new things, NFTs maybe. Get into another form of investing, which will most likely be stocks or forex, depends which one I like better. So I got to put some more research into them. Expanding my connections, just reach out and talk to more people. And I said before, Young Street is a good way to do that. Invite them onto the podcast. And continue to be happy. What I've got written here is surround myself with good people, do things that make me happy. And I'm on a very, very good track so far. It's been a good year so far for me. Business goals. Young Street to 1K on Instagram. Post more, grow TikTok and IG Reels. Other forms of marketing like influencers, giveaways, and some competitions. New Zealand NZ Vintage to 10K. More giveaways, and grow the TikTok some more competitions, as well as influencer marketing. Launch Young Street clothing brand. So I've got to sort of plan on what blanks I'm going to use, and I want to build a story around every piece. I want to tell a story because I feel like I've got a lot of stories to tell. And yeah, I have some plans. $50,000 in sales for NZ Vintage, and work my ass off, bro. It's going to be tough, but I'm determined. Launch NZ Vintage websites, find product supplier, do more photo shoots. It's pretty. Get some more stock in, get some heat, and yeah. 100 episodes of Young Street podcast, just 2 episodes a week, and then there'll be shorter episodes like this one that are like maybe 15-20 minutes long. We're at 13 minutes right now, so find a supplier for New Zealand Vintage, make connections, test out the waters with different people overseas and whatnot, and get products in stores, talk to owners, managers of sort of local homegrown stores. So I feel like that would be good. And every month, so those are the goals, and then gym goals, obviously, just be consistent in the gym. So gym goals, not gym goals, just goals in general. At the end of every month, start/end of every month, so January 30th, February 1st, I'm going to do a checkup. So I've got a list here, amount of assets, amount invested, crypto balance, books read, chapters read, amount saved, Young Street, Instagram followers, New Zealand Instagram followers, New Zealand Vintage total sales, Young Street podcast released, bench max, squat max, deadlift max. So the start of every month, I'm going to update it accordingly. So I've done one for the start of January. So assets 11,220, amount invested, 2,265. So that might not add up in the assets column. Assets are like anything I could sell right now for quick cash, aka phone, my laptop, other things, vehicles, whatnot. Books read 0. Obviously it started 2020. It's currently at 1.5. I read a lot. Chapters read 0. It's currently at about probably like 12, 15. Amount saved 0. Young Street Instagram followers 118. New Zealand Vintage Instagram followers 5,135. New Zealand Vintage total sales 0. Young Street podcast release 0. Bench max 87.5 kgs. Squat max 105 kgs. And deadlift max 100 kgs. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. So I've got a long way to go to achieve these goals, but they're pretty obtainable. Except the podcast one, the release 100 episodes. That one's going to be a massive challenge. But I'm determined. That is about it. That's all I've got. Very unorganised, as most of my episodes are, but that's fine. A lot of people say they sort of like the unorganised thing, because it sort of shows authenticity, I suppose. Yeah, that's about it, honestly. Yeah. So pretty much, if you have any topics you want to hear about, DM me on Instagram at Young Street Co, or you can DM me on at NZVintage E. That's 2 E's at the end, or just my personal at whatever _ Daniel, 2 underscores. And while you're there, drop us a follow, man. It's gonna be a good year. And yeah, just thank you guys for listening. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you have a good night/day whenever you are listening to this. And yeah, 2022, baby. It's going to be a good year. So it is. See you later, guys. Peace.